Being a new teacher is exciting and maybe even a little bit terrifying. But in today's video, I have 5 tips to make your first year of teaching run a little bit more smoothly. If you're new here, I'm Rachel Vincent and I share tips on running effective and efficient classrooms so that you can get more done and still have time to teach. The first tip is to keep it simple. As elementary teachers, we have so many things we have to do and we have to keep up with that it can overwhelm even the seasoned of teachers. So keep things simple. You're not supposed to know everything right now. You are learning as you teach. There will be some things that you will try and they won't work, and you'll realize that that strategy is not for you and your students. And there will be some things that do work and you'll continue to use them. And it's okay to change. You don't have to do what you start the school year with, but keep things simple. Don't try to do it all. Do what you can. The second tip is to focus on management. Yes, you need to know your curriculum so that you can teach your students, but your college courses prepared you on how to teach. Focus your attention on figuring out your classroom management system, your classroom management routines, those procedures, how you want your classroom to work, how you're going to build relationships with students, how you're going to handle disruptions and discipline. That's what you really need to be focusing on your first year. The next tip is to set boundaries. And yes, set boundaries for your students because students thrive on boundaries. Yes, they're going to push those limits and see how far they can push you, but setting those boundaries with your students will allow them to know what you accept and what you don't accept in your classroom. But also set those boundaries for yourself. If you have coworkers who are constantly negative, set the boundary that, hey, I'm not going to join in on that conversation. Set boundaries to leave school at a certain time. More than likely, you're going to need extra time as you're learning how to manage your time and get in a rhythm of teaching, but set a hard cutoff time. So if you want to stay an hour after school, then stay that hour, but don't stay the hour and then take all your work home and continue to do things. Set hard boundaries so that teaching does not consume you. And this next tip goes right with the last one, is to make sure you still have time for yourself. Teaching can easily be a 24/7 job. In order to make it through many years of teaching, you have to set those boundaries so that you still have time to be who you were before you became a teacher. Don't forget to do things you enjoy. Use your weekends to decompress and not work on school stuff so that you don't lose yourself to teaching and you still enjoy life outside of just being a teacher. Like I said, elementary teachers have so many things that they have to think about and work on and teach that it can be overwhelming. So ask for help. Your coworkers are there to help you. Some of them have been doing this for a long time, and a simple thing that they do may be life-changing for you. So make sure you're asking for help. If something is not working, ask. If you don't have coworkers you can trust, ask the online teaching community. There are tons of teachers out there that want to help others, so make sure you ask for help. If you're looking for some things you can work on over the summer to get ready for your first classroom, check out my back to school roadmap where I will walk you through all the way up through the first week of school. You can follow the link that is on the screen now or find the link in the description below.